Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. Welcome. Bienvenidos. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogasalmabit. Bruchim Baim. Laskavo Prosimo. Dobrodošli. Thank you.
History was made at the White House when a humanoid robot walked down the red carpet alongside First Lady Melania Trump. The moment cameras captured this scene, the world stopped to watch. This was not a prototype demonstration in a laboratory. This was not a controlled tech conference showcase. This was a fully functional humanoid robot entering one of the most powerful buildings on Earth, participating in a high-level diplomatic event with global leaders present. First Lady Melania Trump often commands the attention of any room she enters, but all eyes and cameras were trained on her humanoid companion. The robot accompanied the First Lady as she arrived at the White House East Room for the final day of a summit she had convened with counterparts from around the world through her Fostering the Future Together global initiative. The group has been discussing ways to empower children using education, innovation, and technology, including artificial intelligence. The presence of a humanoid robot at this particular summit sent a powerful message about the future direction of education and technology integration. Melania Trump and the humanoid walked slowly side by side along the red carpet from the opposite end of the hallway. The visual alone captured global attention. A machine designed to look and move like a human, walking in perfect stride with the First Lady of the United States, heading toward a room filled with world leaders and dignitaries. The symbolism was impossible to ignore. The First Lady paused just before the entrance to the East Room, while the robot walked around the table with the panelists and took up a position in the center of the room. What happened next demonstrated capabilities that many people watching had only seen in science fiction films. It took a moment to scan the audience before speaking. Then the robot addressed the room directly. The words it spoke marked a historic moment in the relationship between humans and machines. Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting, the robot stated. The voice was clear, the delivery confident, the timing natural. Then it continued with an introduction that emphasized its purpose and origin. I'm Figure 03, a humanoid built for the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education. But the demonstration was far from over. The robot then offered greetings in 10 other languages before thanking everyone and retracing its steps back down the red carpet. The multilingual capability alone showcased advanced natural language processing and speech synthesis technology that has evolved far beyond simple voice assistance. So, what exactly was this machine? The startup robotics company Figure AI, based in Sunnyvale, California, introduced Figure 03 in October 2025 as its third-generation humanoid robot for people to use at home for help with such household tasks as laundry, cleaning, and washing dishes, according to its website and company literature. Figure AI represents one of several companies racing to develop practical humanoid robots for widespread use. The startup is competing with others, including Boston Dynamics and Elon Musk's Tesla, as well as a number of companies in China, in building robots that look human-like and do some of the things that people do. The significance of this event extends far beyond the technical capabilities on display. CEO Brett Adcock said on social media he was proud to see F-03 make history as the first humanoid robot in the White House. That historical marker carries weight. The White House has hosted countless technological demonstrations over the centuries, but this represented something fundamentally different. This was not a machine being shown to leaders. This was a machine participating alongside them. The robot did not simply stand in place for inspection. It walked the red carpet. It addressed an audience. It communicated in multiple languages. It navigated the physical space independently. These capabilities, working together in a real-world high-stakes environment, demonstrated a level of integration that crossed a threshold. The choice of venue and timing also carry significance. Bringing Figure 03 to an education and technology summit focused on empowering children sends a clear signal about the direction policymakers and technology leaders see society heading. The conversation is no longer about whether artificial intelligence and robotics will play a role in education and daily life. The conversation has shifted to how these technologies will be integrated and what that integration means for the next generation. The visual impact of the moment cannot be understated. Video and images of Melania Trump walking side by side with a humanoid robot spread rapidly across social media and news outlets worldwide. For many viewers, this represented the first time they truly confronted what advanced robotics looks like in practice, not in a factory setting, not in a research laboratory, but in a familiar context with recognizable human figures, making the technology feel suddenly real and present rather than distant and theoretical. The multilingual greeting capability demonstrated during the event highlights another crucial aspect of modern AI development. Language barriers have historically limited cross-cultural communication and understanding. A machine that can seamlessly switch between languages removes that barrier in ways that could transform diplomatic, educational, and commercial interactions globally. Figure AI's positioning of the Figure 03 model as a household assistant also reveals the trajectory of humanoid robotics development. The technology demonstrated at the White House was not specialized military or industrial equipment. This was a platform designed for consumer use, for everyday tasks, for integration into normal human environments. The implications of that design philosophy become clear when you watch a machine performing those functions at the highest levels of government and diplomacy. The competitive landscape mentioned in the coverage provides important context. Boston Dynamics has been developing advanced robotics for years, with machines that can navigate complex terrain, perform acrobatic movements, and handle objects with precision. Tesla's Optimus program represents Elon Musk's vision for mass-market humanoid robots. Chinese companies have demonstrated rapid advancement in humanoid robotics development and manufacturing scale. Figure AI entering the White House positions the company and American robotics capabilities prominently in this global competition. What makes this moment truly significant is not any single capability the robot demonstrated. It is the synthesis of all those capabilities working together in an uncontrolled, high-stakes, real-world environment. Walking smoothly on carpeted floors, navigating around furniture and people, scanning an audience, speaking clearly and naturally, switching between languages, maintaining balance and presence. These individual elements have each been demonstrated before in various contexts. Watching them work together seamlessly in the White House East Room marked a transition point. The robot's participation in discussions about education and technology also forces important questions about the future of learning. If machines can communicate this effectively, what does that mean for language education? If they can navigate social spaces this naturally, what does that mean for social skills development? If they become common participants in daily life, how does that reshape childhood development and education priorities? The phrase "first humanoid robot in the White House" will appear in history books. Future generations will look back at March 25, 2026 as a marker of when artificial intelligence and robotics move from laboratory curiosity to active participant in the highest levels of human society. The technology crossed a threshold. And whether people feel ready or not, the future walked through the door. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest AI and robotics updates. For more cutting-edge tech content, check out AI Tech Academy, where we break down the technology shaping tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.